Welcome to Workplace Onboarding 2025. Here at Company Indirect, we're not just building teams, we're reprogramming minds. And you? You've been selected to join the mission. Your job is no longer to do your job. It's to not offend anyone while pretending to do your job. So grab your reusable mug, adjust your empathy bracelet, and prepare to unlock the true potential of a career in corporate compliance. Language is violence, unless it's pre-approved. Here are some words and phrases to eliminate from your vocabulary effective immediately. If you say, "Hey guys," you are a misogynist. If you say brainstorm, you are ableist. If you say open-minded, you highlight inequality by implying there is superiority of minds. If you use the phrase work ethic, you are committing a microaggression rooted in capitalist productivity obsession. And if you dare to say, "Let's circle back," you must be held accountable for only including an undiverse, circular perspective. You may be wondering, can I still say, "Good job"? Yes, but only if job is defined in non-exploitative post-colonial terms. Have you ever had an unapproved thought? Ever chuckled at a Dave Chappelle joke? Laughed at the office? Questioned a hiring decision? Even silently? Fear not. The Compliance and Redemption Department is here to help. Complete your internal bias acknowledgement form. And remember, just because it was a joke doesn't mean it wasn't trauma. Pro tip: to show remorse, crying during the self-criticism circle boosts your performance review by 2.5%. Let's be honest, we no longer measure success by profits, productivity, or customer satisfaction. Today, we measure your monthly emotional impact score, Slack inclusivity emoji usage, weekly safe space utilization logs, emotional leave burn rate, number of internal aha moments shared during DEI Tuesdays. Just remember, in today's workplace, if you're not progressing, you're oppressing. In this course, you'll learn how to avoid problematic language, cleanse yourself of unapproved opinions, and pass the thought compliance module with flying inclusive colors. In the modern workplace, performance is optional. Sensitivity, mandatory. Let's review our corporate hierarchy of value from most important to least. How someone feels, how much someone produces, whether the company makes money. Please note that if our use of the term hierarchy is triggering, please see our on-staff therapist. Remember, facts change, but feelings are forever. It's quiz time. Let's see if you're ready for a professional interaction. Scenario 1. A colleague says, "You guys in a meeting, what do you do?" A. Politely ignore it. B. Suggest you all next time. C. Launch a Slack campaign titled, "Erasing the Erasure." Correct answer. C. Scenario 2. Your co-worker refers to the office as a melting pot. You, A. Agree. It's a positive metaphor for teamwork. B. Change the subject. C. Report the incident to HR under microaggressions, culinary metaphors. Correct answer, C again. Remember, language evolves almost daily. Please dedicate at least an hour a day to staying updated on these differences. Stay updated or stay unemployed. Now that we've addressed your spoken words, let's take a look at your digital past. To ensure a fully progressive workplace, we'll need to review your Spotify Wrapped all years. Oh no! In 2014, you listened to Michael Jackson's "Don't Stop Till You Get Enough." That is highly problematic. In 2017, R. Kelly appeared on your Throwback Jams playlist. I'm sure that you understand that this is simply unacceptable. Your YouTube history shows a Joe Rogan clip from 2019. You once Googled merit-based hiring. You followed someone on Twitter who followed Jordan Peterson. You may think these are small missteps, but the algorithm remembers, and so do we. Let's examine 2 employees. Alex tripled client retention, worked overtime for 12 months, and built a new automation system. Jamie founded the queer BIPOC neurodivergent origami club and has been on medical leave since May. Only one of them lives the company's values. Be better. Now, if you made it through that without tossing your keyboard out the window, congratulations. But let's be honest, we all know that was satire. The scary part? It's barely satire anymore. Because while we were laughing, this new workplace culture, the hypersensitive, compliance-obsessed, performance-optional one, has quietly become real. So now let's break it down. Let's talk numbers. Companies spent over $8 billion on DEI training last year. That's more than most companies spend on actual R&D, not to mention lawsuits, PR crisis consultants, and 6-figure director of equity healing roles. Meanwhile, productivity continues to fall. Meetings get longer, deadlines are missed, and teams fall apart, not from lack of talent, but from fear of using it. Because when everyone's walking on eggshells, no one's running a business. And what are we getting? Productivity is dropping. Worker anxiety is rising. Promotions are delayed unless you tick the right boxes. And small businesses can't keep up, so they quietly fold or give in. A recent Harvard Business Review survey showed that 58% of employees feel like they have to self-censor at work. That's not diversity. That's a new kind of uniformity, enforced by fear. They say, we're building inclusive environments. Reality? We're building echo chambers where good people are afraid to speak. We're hiring based on checklists, not competence. We're rewarding activism, not excellence. The result? Mediocrity, burnout, and a new corporate caste system where ideology outranks ability. This isn't just bad for business, it's bad for truth. And if we can't speak the truth in the workplace, we won't speak it anywhere else either. So what do? We don't play their game. We don't bend the knee to every new fad that comes down the HR pipeline. We stand for sanity in our workplaces. Hire the best person for the job, period. Create real room for disagreement. Let people fail, speak, succeed, and improve. And drop the guilt-peddling corporate therapy sessions once and for all. Strong teams thrive on clarity, competence, and courage, not endless apologies. Let's be clear, treating people with respect is essential. But when inclusivity becomes an industry, when checking boxes replaces real contribution, when fear of offense outweighs freedom to perform, the system fails everyone. If you've watched this far, you're probably not the kind of person who's afraid to speak up. So speak louder. Share this video. Send it to someone working in HR hell right now. Talk to your boss, your co-workers, your board. Push back with logic, not fear, because the goal isn't to offend people, it's to empower them. And real empowerment comes from earning your spot, not being handed it. Let's build workplaces that value truth over trends, results over rituals, and freedom over fragility. This has been another reality check from Conservative Direct. I'm your host, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay sharp, stay sane, and stay productive.